Hi everyone, today I'm going to make some keto meatballs that I have never tried before, so we'll see how they do. I'm Anita from KetogenicWoman.com, where I share keto and carnivore recipes and other cooking ideas. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you check out some of my other videos and let me know how you like them by leaving a comment below. For those of you who are returning subscribers, welcome back, and I hope you enjoy today's video. So I went to the post office today before I get started with the meatballs, and I just want to thank everybody. I received a lot of sympathy cards from my YouTube people. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. And you know, there were some heartfelt messages, and I just really want to thank everybody. I'm going to pull a couple of things over here because one of them for sure is going to be in today's recipe. So hang on. Okay, this here came from Sherry. Sherry is an admin, well, the only admin I have in my Facebook group. She sent me a charcuterie board. I actually have an official charcuterie board, which I'm pretty excited about. So thank you so much, Sherry. And it was just so funny the way, I mean, she had written the wrong address on it. Sorry to say that in front of everybody, Sherry, but it's just such a good story. She had mistakenly written the wrong address and was getting a little panicky about whether or not I was going to get it. But that's the good thing about a community post office. They saw the Ketogenic Woman on there, and they were like, oh, we know who she is. And so they crossed out the wrong address and wrote in the right one, and all's well because I have it. So very excited about that. I'm probably just going to pack it though, because I will have, you know, I'm moving in 3 weeks. So this will be one of the, you know, when I do my very first entertaining in the new place, I'm definitely going to use this. It's perfect size. So thanks, Sherry, for that. So this actually came from the people at Whisps. So they had reached out to me and they said, have you tried the new Whisps flavors? And I said, no, because around here we only get parmesan and cheddar. So parmesan and cheddar is pretty much available anywhere around here. I'm in Western Canada. And she said, oh, I'm going to send you some new flavors. So I said, great. And so they have come, and I have to, I haven't tried this one yet, although I think this is also available in Canada. So that's Asiago and pepper jack cheese. If you don't know what Whisps are, they are basically cheese that they've made into little tiny crackers. They're really good. They're keto friendly. They're egg fast friendly, they're low carb. You can have them with soup or as croutons on salad. So I've had them before. But here's the new things I've never seen before. Smoky barbecue. This one is like a trail mix. It's cheese crisps and nuts. It is delicious. I may or may not have eaten most of the bag over the last couple of weeks. I you know, don't have nuts in my program, but I ate these. They were so good. And I'll be glad when they're gone, actually. But for those of you who don't have an issue with nuts like I do, this would be really good to take with you, you know, to a potluck or something. Put them in a little bowl. People will love it. They won't know it's keto. I'm kind of excited about these, and I tried one last night. This is Whisps Bake Mix. So they sent me buffalo and Italian herb. Italian herb I'm going to put in the meatballs today, but the buffalo I used on my chicken wings last night, and I will show, I took a picture of them. I'll show the chicken wing picture up here so you can see what they look like. The coating was crispy and cheesy. It was really good. So go to wisps.com and check out some of their recipes. I was surprised by how many recipes they have. If you're in Canada, I'm not quite sure where to, I know you can get them at Costco and probably most grocery stores, but I don't know if the baking mix is available here in Canada yet. But in the States, I'm sure it must be. So thank you, Wisp people, for sending me this. So let's get on with the recipe. This is going to be a really simple recipe. It's turkey meatballs. You can use ground beef or, you know, ground chicken or whatever ground meat you would like to have. I just happen to have ground turkey. And I am going to mix 1 pound of ground turkey in this bowl with an egg. I'll see how this stuff is in here. I might add a second egg. I haven't used it before with any ground meat. And I am going to add a little bit of salt. Oh boy, it's going to be hard to get salt out of here. Can't find my little salt container. I'm going to do it here just in case it overspills. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. All right, so I've got just under a 1/4 teaspoon here of salt. I do have some Italian seasoning here, but I want to see what this looks like and smells like before. Yeah, I mean, if you've watched any of my prior videos, you know I make most of it up as I go along, but I just sort of cook by smell, taste, feel. I'm going to use 1/2 cup of these crumbs. This is a 1/4 cup here. Yeah, 1/2 cup. Okay. It's actually looking pretty promising already. This looks good. For baking these, I'm just going to throw them in my air fryer. I pretty much cook everything in the air fryer these days. You can certainly put these on a sheet, like a baking sheet, and I would probably bake them at 375 for 30 minutes or so. Check the internal temperature. It's all going to depend on what size you make your meatballs. And how, because the bigger they are, obviously, the longer they have to cook. So do check your internal temperature. Oh, look at these. I'm going to put in another egg because I'm just worried that it might not have the moisture it needs. Just wasn't really sure what I was going to get here. Oh, and I think I'm going to use the rest of these to kind of crumble on top too. So, hang on. Okay, so we've got 1 pound of ground turkey, 1/2 cup of the bake mix, Italian herb, and 2 eggs. Hopefully we will get some nice juicy meatballs. So, I'm going to add some Italian seasoning. This is my favorite Italian seasoning from the Vancouver Gourmet Warehouse, which if you're Canadian, you can order online. Don't know if they ship to the US or not. And I will write down what I did in the video notes below, in case you've already forgotten what I've put in here. Sometimes I already forget. So I have my little meatball scoop. I am going to dump those in there. That looks like about another 1/4 cup. And I'm not going to bake these. I'm just putting them on the sheet just as a convenient place to put them. And maybe what I'll do is I'll warm up my air fryer while I'm doing that part. So I'm just going to put this on air fry mode and 390. I'm going to let it default to 390 for 20 minutes because I really don't know how long they're going to take. And we'll give that time to warm up. So let me see, I'm not quite sure how I should do this, but just kind of want to get a little bit more mixture on here. I know a lot of you are freaking out right now because I'm touching raw turkey. I will wash my hands right after, I promise. I might not have enough of the cheese powder here, or whatever this is, the bake mix, to cover all the meatballs. So there might be a couple of naked ones, but that'll be good too, because then I can see what the difference is and whether it was worthwhile doing this part. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for that. You can also use, if you're one of those people that makes the protein sparing bread, you can crumble that up and use it in your meatballs as well. So I've done that many times. In fact, you don't even have to crumble it up very much. You just tear it and like use your food chopper or word processor. Oh. Boy, does that ever age me.
Word processor.
Use your food processor.
Word processor.
Food processor or chopper to tear up the crumbs into little bitty pieces, and they are great. And I did a video doing exactly that, so I think I will put that down below in case you don't get these where you live. I mean, once I use these up, that's it. I don't know if I'll be able to get any more unless I go over the border, which I haven't done yet, and I haven't done that in 3 years. So I am going to go and wash my hands, and then these are going to go in the air fryer. Okay, it's ready for me to add the food, and I think I want a little spatula. Okay, I'm just going to get all these in here. There should be room for all of them. They smell really good. I think these are going to be good. All right. I'm going to check that in about 10 minutes to see where we're at, done-wise, see if I have to flip them or anything like that. And I'll see you back here in 10 minutes. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. I'm just gonna check on these. Ooh, look at these things. They look amazing. I just don't know if they're ready yet. So I am going to sacrifice one, break it open a bit. I do have a thermometer I could use, so I probably will. Oh, they look so good. I don't think I need to flip them. I think they're gonna cook just fine. Well, let me just find out where we're at temperature wise. Well, it says 187. I mean, that's the other one too. I think they might be ready. I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes and I believe they will be ready. So we'll see you back in 5 minutes. These are done. So that took about 15 minutes in total. I'm just gonna take these out.
Real quick.
They look amazing. Okay, so there's our meatballs. They look really good. They've got kind of a crunchy coating, except, well, even these ones that I didn't have enough of the crumbs to coat them with, even they have a bit of a crunchy coating. So I'm going to take one of these. Let me just choose that one at random. We're going to dig in and give this a try. I've got some different sauces here to try them with. But first I'm going to try it naked, like just as is. Yep, they're really good. They're kind of juicy and moist. Like the problem I've always had with turkey burgers is they can be really dry, but these do not taste dry. Got the 2 eggs in there and the cheesy crumbs. So what I want to do, I have 3 different sauces here. I've got a Primal Kitchen golden barbecue sauce. That's one of my favorites from that company. It has kind of a tangy, smoky flavor. and this is the G Hughes. Now this one, I know a lot of people object to it because it does have some sucralose in it. So it's, you know, I'm okay with a little bit of dirty keto now and then. You know, I don't do it too much, but just now and then. I do like that flavor. I mean, this is just their regular original. And bacon mayo. Now, I just want to tell you something. So many of you may have seen my bacon mayo. I also have done some butter mayo videos. The thing I struggle with is how hard they are from the fridge the next day. Well, I made this yesterday and I just took it out. And look at that, definitely not hard. The only difference, there's a piece of bacon in there, of course. The only difference, I made it exactly the same way as in my video, except I added 1 tablespoon of MCT oil. So that is the only difference. So if you are okay with adding MCT oil to your butter mayo or your bacon mayo, just makes a world of difference in spreadability. So I will link that video below so you can check that out in case you want to make it. It doesn't make it, it's not 100% carnivore anymore when you do that, but it's, you know, 95%, so it's so good. Okay, so now for those of you who can't get the Whisps Bake Mix, like I said earlier, you can use your protein sparing bread, crumble it up. You can get I know everywhere you can get the actual bags of the parmesan and the cheddar wisps. You can crumble those up and do something like this. I mean, they're just made out of cheese. Add a little bit of seasoning and you're good to go. So I will leave that with you. Thanks again, everybody, for all the support you've shown me over the last few challenging weeks as I'm moving and, you know, the loss of some family members. So it's been challenging, but life goes on, and I'm carrying on, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in my new place. And, you know, just doing some new recipes, and I can hardly wait to turn over that new chapter. And I think I might be able to squeeze in 1 or 2 more videos before moving day. But as we get closer to moving day, I will have nothing to cook with. So maybe 2 at most, I'm thinking. So I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Would you like to have some of this? Teddy went and got his shots today. He had, I think, 3 or 4 different shots. So he's a little bit mellow today and didn't even try to interfere with the video or anything. So I thought I'd just bring him over for a little bite. Yeah, he's not too excited. Usually he gobbles everything up, but I don't think he's feeling 100%. You gonna be okay? Okay, all right. You don't have to eat it. Here, we'll give it to Pippi.
Word processor. Well, you know what? We can do a little taste test. Taste test, Ted, remember?
Okay.